Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So based off of everything we've gone off of time and price, we've done discount, premium, talked about the types of order blocks, POIs. So today we're going to be doing something relating to the daily cycle. So in every day, price has a certain price delivery cycle that it follows. Every week there's a price delivery cycle and it goes on and on and on. But what you first need to understand in relation to the daily cycle and everything else we've taught in terms of time and price and premium and discount and POIs, which are literally order blocks, is in every given session something has to happen. Price has a delivery pattern it follows, you get. So with the daily cycle, the most important parts of the daily cycle that's going to be important to you is the Asian session liquidity, which I think I've already outlined the time for the Asian session as between 22 and 6. That's UTC, GMT, whichever time it is you're using, like on your trading view. It just has to be set to London time. So let me be right here to see if, yeah, but daylight saving times now, time in London is UTC +1. So we just go off of that, and then the most important part of this, the daily cycle, is going to be your Tokyo range. So your Tokyo range is going to be marked up as 22 to 6. If you want to use this indicator, I just found it out, I think last week. It's, let me just show you there. So this particular indicator is called FX Market Sections by Boy Toki, and with that you just have to set it. Use these settings, you align your time if you want to. If you literally follow what I've been teaching, you like to set your time to GMT, and then your London session time is going to begin exactly at 8. True London session opens at 8, New York opens at 14, and for I think Tokyo, they had Tokyo at 00, and you would like to adapt that, use the time range of 22 to 06, and I didn't need the Sydney session, so I turned it off. So with this case, the first thing you have to understand is Tokyo session is going to build up the liquidity for that particular trading day. Okay, I was waiting for this to kind of form before I explain it so everybody could get what's going on, and it's going to happen every single day. We're going to talk about the different types of, when I say patterns or templates that happen every day. But once you understand the price picture, the logic behind everything is Tokyo is going to give you the defined liquidity range for the specific day, and above or underneath Tokyo, there's always going to be a point of interest. Above or underneath Tokyo, there's always going to be a point of interest. Once Tokyo decides to consolidate, there's always going to be a point of interest underneath Tokyo or above Tokyo. So at the specific times that we've talked about, if you've not known the times, you can go back into the very first video, I think, where we talked about the relevance of time and then the market sessions. In London, that's where you're looking for your first entry at your point of interest, and the London entry time, you said, is going to be between the times of 9 and 9:30. So with this, I'm going to just highlight the Tokyo range just for the sake of it with a rectangle. So the Tokyo range is going to begin at 22 right here to 06. Okay, so 22 to 06 is your time for the Tokyo range. So once you have your Tokyo range highlighted, you're going to know that above or underneath Tokyo, we're going to have a POI. Okay, so our POIs we've literally discussed. If you've not seen it, again, go to the video on the types of order blocks. Those are going to be our POIs. Okay, so on the 30 minutes, we said the POI that we are looking for. I'm going to show you this on the 15 minute as well as any other time frame that I've mentioned in the past. So on the 30-minute time frame, we said we're looking for double flat bodies. Okay, in this case, it's going to be double flat bottoms. So the double flat bottoms we see underneath the Tokyo range are going to be this, since they're relatively equal lows, our liquidity as we understand, or if we don't, I'm going to make another video on liquidity later. So the most recent double flat bottoms are going to be here. Okay, combining that also with premium and discount, since we know that we're looking for POIs in a discount area, that's if we're looking for buys, is let's look for a discounted area right here. Okay, So price decided to raid these short-term highs at this point. So any point between the 70 and then the 88.6 is going to be our point of interest. So right here we have our double flat body aligning with our discount area. Okay, so that's why we selected this range for our entry. And then if we're going to look to target, we're targeting the first order block, which is this point that's above. And if we're going to look for the next range of targets, logically it's supposed to be the liquidity we see right here. Okay, these equal highs or resistance as we'll term it. So that's it for, so our first target would have been hit by then, which not a lot of pips, but if you are going off of risk, I think you'll be risking like maybe 2 to 3 pips in this particular range. Let me see, 46, yeah, 43. Let's just say you have the stop loss beneath the lowest wick, so that's a 5 pip SL for a 40 pip move, and then you literally have a 1 to 8 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so you've literally done your part in terms of trading. But let's skip that. Let's go to the real logic of what we're talking about here. So Tokyo range is going to define your liquidity, and after Tokyo defines your liquidity, underneath Tokyo you're going to have a POI, above Tokyo you're going to have a POI. This is where time comes into play. Okay, so we know that for London session we're taking our trades between the hours of 9 and 9:30. So any price point, like you see here, this was literally the fake move, because at 8, which we said is the true opening for London opened here at 8, and then we could see how price quickly pushed to the downside with just 2 30-minute candles and drove into RPY. Okay, so now we have price 8:30 here, and then just at 9, where we're looking for our entries between 9 and 9:30, price decided to kick in, okay, at our POI. So at our POI, 8:30 tapped into it, and then the opening here at 9, we had our price leg run off. So if we decide to take our entry exactly at 9 o'clock, this is how our long position will look like. Okay, SL underneath the wick, and we're targeting this particular order block. Okay, that's a 1 to 4 risk to reward. If you'd like to extend your target into the fair value, because I've not taught fair value yet, or like liquidity void yet, but if you like to extend your target, this is literally going to be an extended target of like a 1 to 8. Okay, and if you're taking partials here, you are taking a 1 to 4 partial, and this is actually literally clean in terms of risk to reward. So like I was saying, Tokyo is going to define your liquidity range. Underneath Tokyo there's always going to be a POI, above Tokyo there's always going to be a POI. Then you factor in time, the time with which you're looking for your entries. Okay, so with the daily cycle, we're going to have if we go into our POI at London is going to do the expansion, and right here we've seen New York start, and New York is going to literally do a retracement into a discount, or yeah, in this case a discount area, and then we continue our move to the upside. Okay, so that's what we're going to look for during New York, or New York will come clear this liquidity, because right now we've seen new liquidity form in the market in the form of relatively equal lows here. Okay, and we could see New York price action drive and then take up this POI, and then we still shoot to the upside. Okay, so that's it for the daily cycle. The daily cycle, Tokyo is always going to build up a liquidity. London is going to give you the first entry at a POI above or underneath Tokyo. So underneath Tokyo, it means we're going for longs. Above Tokyo, at the specified times, it means if price is there at the specified times, it means we're going for shorts. So this is it for the 30-minute order block. Let me go show you on the 15-minute. So on the 15-minute, we said we're looking for indecision candles. Okay, so indecision candles on the 15-minute right here. It's like this doji. I don't know how these candles are called, but this is an indecision candle here, right here, and then we have this indecision candle and right underneath Tokyo, and then we saw how price decided to print into this and then drive price action forward. Okay, so, and also let me mention something about this indicator. If I usually keep my history at 1 day, because it's only 1 day's price action that is relevant to me. when I'm trading this type of setup, just knowing Tokyo ranges, liquidity, and but if you want the previous days, you can literally just increase your history by the number of days, and then it's going to give it to you. Okay, so right now we have the previous days New York here, and we ride on our trades. Okay, so in the next video today, I literally just showed you the background behind it. Having your Tokyo session, locating your POI underneath or below Tokyo, underneath or above Tokyo, and then targeting. With your targets, you're always going to target liquidity voids or the actual liquidity itself. Here, there's the liquidity void ends here, and then you know there's more liquidity to the top here in the form of relatively equal highs. But then we'll do much after we do a video on liquidity, teaching you guys what exactly liquidity is and how price reacts to various liquidity points. So in this, we're literally showing you that there's an Asian range, there's a POI always underneath or above Asia, and in the next video we're going to talk about the types of how many patterns this kind of trading style present to you. There are about 9, and I'm going to go with you guys through all the 9. Usually you have price raid Tokyo highs. When price raid Tokyo highs, you know what to do. When price raids Tokyo lows, you know what to do. When price decides to raid both the highs and the lows, you know what to do. And there's a whole lot of variants. There's about 9 of trading the Asian range, and in the next video we're going to talk about all that. For now, I just need you to understand the logic behind it, the logic behind trading sessions, and with this you can literally frame a trade setup. Okay, because now you know time, you know premium and discount, you know types of order blocks, and you know what to do with the sessions. So this video is relatively short. Thank you very much for sticking through, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to place a like, hit the subscribe button for more. Okay, once we drop something, you're going to be the first to be notified. Okay, and happy trading.